Hello and welcome. This video is probably being buried by YouTube algorithm and will not see more than 5 views. So if you see this, welcome to the Destiny 2 Omega Quadruple Rant. Before we begin, I would just like to note a few things. First of all, I'm not a YouTuber, so of course don't expect any quality editing. It's all done in like one take. And I'm not a native English speaker, so have mercy upon me because my English is not good. So I want to so without further ado, let's just start. I want to talk about low baiting in Destiny 2. But before we can talk about low baiting, we need to talk about ice cream. See, FPS games are like ice cream. Each spoonful is an aspect of the game. In FPS games, like one scoop of ice cream is like the player, the other is the enemy, and so on. So the main scoops of ice cream is what are you, what are you shooting, with what are you shooting, and where. Destiny 2 is pretty simple. You're a guardian, you shoot some gun, you sometimes it's like exotic of uh, strange origin, and what you shoot is, well, an enemy, usually an alien. Well, depends on the location. Now, the ball of the ice cream is usually the law, like the circumstances of why are you shooting or doing the thing you do. Now, the problem I see with Destiny is that the ball of the law is so huge. No amount of ice cream can really fill it to a satisfying result. So, now we can reach to what is essentially low baiting. Low baiting is the start of giving you hype to something that, well, probably wouldn't happen at all in the game. So I've made a small list here of many low baits in Destiny, ranking them from like 3 tiers: small, medium, and then top tier baits. So let me give you an example for low baiting. The Aphelion. We heard about them in the lore. Do we see any of them? Nope. Will we see any of them? Probably not. It's been several years now. Next, Vex Warriors. Have you heard about them in the lore? Yes. Will we see them? Probably not. Bungie, I know the Wyvern are like the newest Vex that actually is threatening. No, those imps are not a threat at all. Some people say the Wyverns are Vex Warriors. I beg to differ. It's probably not that. Um, Another thing in the list. There are several aliens in the lore, like those arachnids creatures, like from Beyond Light, I think. Not Beyond Light, from Lightfall, are like shown in the lore, and they're like, well, will we see them? Will we fight them? Nope. Have one exotic and that's it. Savatoon song. Yeah, remember in Beyond Light and its following seasons, we heard about the Song of Savatoon and Crow singing it. It appeared in, I think, low tab of some weapons. Apparently, the entire last city is singing it, and we all thought, well, Savatoon is going to mind control the entire city. Nope. Witch Queen dropped, never mentioned again. I think, like more than once, and that's being generous. I think it's not mentioned at all. Yeah, that's. Oh, I have here the Cocytus Aperture. So the Hive in control of some strange space station of the Nine, um, portals, dimensions, yada yada yada. Cool, will we see it? Nope at all. Nope, never. I have here Toland. So Toland, we know, was referenced a lot in the lore. We even been to his 1 by 1 meters apartment throne world. And yeah, that's it. A few mentions here and there. Oh wow, his name was said once in Heresy. How how quaint, really. Will we even hear him again? He's like the same voice actor of Devrim. We can hear him. They can literally do this. Why they don't give him anything? Don't know. Next tier, medium tier baits. Volantis. I, I want to emphasize this because for me it's like the biggest one from the medium tier. We end the Glassway strike on the precipice of a Vex Forge world. And what does it mean? Like, can't we just get in? Nope. Okay. Will we ever get in? Hopefully. Will it even happen? Nope. And later we'll tell you why it won't happen, like, probably forever. Like, eh, I will go to it later, but it's really disappointing. I remember in the teasers for Beyond Light, one of the teasers was the portal in the Vexon. People were like, oh my god, it's the new raid entrance. Nope. It's an entrance for sure, but end of strike, and we don't have an interaction. Two Vexmine got out, we kill them, that's it. Thanks Bungie, really cool. What happened inside the portal, behind it? Well, here are like 10 low tabs on how many cool Vex units are. Like a Dyson sphere, I think small blue, blue sun or something like that, being funneled more matter to extend its life almost indefinitely, and so many Vex. We'll never see it. I have here Reese. Yeah, Reese, cool. Mentioned in law, good, okay, world building, nice. Um, will we ever get to it? Now I know you might say, well, random guy in the internet who is not a YouTuber. There is no reason this is collapse. Yeah, but back in the day we had like, you know, when we started the coalition of the Alexian and Cabal, and people were like, yeah, after we're done with our shit in the system, maybe we can help them, you know, reclaiming to our battle and reclaiming Greece. So, Greece and to our battle, will we ever see them? Probably not. Um, Thanks, Bungie. I know. Okay, I have to drop the ball here. Bungie are fucking lazy. That's the reason why. I will get to it later. I promise. On the medium tier bait, we got also Hive War Moons. Cool. Reference a lot in the lore. Will we ever see them? Nope. God forbid Oryx could bought some several of his War Moons, like to do a proper Hive invasion. I have the Drifter Ice Planet. Yeah, so remember in the lore, Drifter is his old crew were to that strange ice hive-like planet, light suppressing creature, whatnot. And people for many years were like, why? Will we ever get to this planet? Will we ever see what kind of dark creatures were there? What kind of civilization was it that there was some kind of imprisonment or something like that? Well, good luck trying to get there because Bungie won't let us. There is no reason. I mean, they can make a reason, like they do for almost everything that's getting fucking revived in this universe that is not Born of the Light. But nah, it will never happen. Um. Okay. Another great medium low bait, the Witness's flagship. Okay. So hear me out with this one. So we were in Lightfall. The Witness got inside the portal. We got to the flagship. We kill Nezarek. There is a tree of silver wings. It's all just outside of the Traveler, and we didn't do anything with that. No. Listen, most raid destinations and raid locations were like having a big part to come back to. We had the mission with Prediff, we had the entire return to the Red Note, and to the throne room for weeks to craft that sword and Touch of Malice. We went back to Wrath of the Machine to get the Outback Prime. We got to Vault of Glass once or twice. Once with I think Skolas and the other I think there was some taken inside. And now you tell me that on the flagship of the Witness there is nothing to do. I don't mean it like in even in a gameplay perspective. Like this is like the most important pyramid ship, and what? The Hidden did not recover anything from this, and the entire thing is empty. You know, moving stars and stuff. No. We left it. It's still out there. It's still out there, just out of Star there, with a biggest tree of silver wings. Yeah. No one mentioned it ever again. What do we do? Yeah, turn it to Crucible map, which is fine, I guess. But you know, I think it would be like a great opportunity to learn about the law and the witness and you know, important stuff. Why there is nothing there, like at all? No law, no artifacts. It's the flagship of the witness. You were telling me that they have nothing there, like the Guardians just Kinetic is like, yeah, let's get back home. No warlock. We're like, imagine all the knowledge we can discover here. So yeah, that's out of the window. I have here dungeon baits as well inside the medium tier, and I want to take a small glance at it. So most dungeons handling like something impressive, but we were never doing anything with it, don't we? For example, the strange portal at Vesper Host. Now I know Loda is referenced it, but we still don't know what Vex Mind is, where it will actually lead. But you know what? Maybe it's not a good example. Let me hit you with the Thunder Doctrine. So we open the Vault of Folk and we find the Chisel of Oryx. Wow, the chisel for the tablets of Furin. How impressive! Wow, such power. And, and what? What now? No, it will remain there. It will be taken by the Hidden. Don't know. They don't really elaborate about this. Might as well just give it to Kerev to do whatever he wants. No clue what they were going after it. Another good question, and not a question, I mean a point. The end of Ghost of the Deep. I mean, we reached the body of Oryx, and I know the Hidden were there, and it's supposedly been recovered, but you know, you can do a little more. There was a hive ship that of Sabaton that also crashed. I mean, you could have done something more, I think. But let's just move along. Okay, Nezarek is here as well, but this kind of bait actually somewhat worked because Nezarek has been actually teased in lore and actually manifested. Am I happy with how it came out? Kinda. Not what I expected, but alright. It's something. It was dope. Actually, I kinda miss that guy, really. He was like an important character for some time. It sounded very edgy, but cool. Okay, but now we're going to the big dogs. So like, if you're not convinced by it now, here, hold up. Hold your light, hold your ghost. Top tier baits. The Black Empty Fleet. Listen, I've been playing Destiny since like Destiny 1 beta in the PS3, and we came to know about the pyramids in Destiny 2, I think vanilla, when the Traveler awoke. And for years there was the build up of the Black Fleet. steadily sailing across the galaxy to find Earth. And we were led to believe, rightfully so, that there are aliens on that ship, a new race of aliens to fight. Remember what I said about the ice cream? Eating the same flavor of shooting the same enemy for fucking like a decade getting stale. And we wanted, something else to shoot at. Because, that's kind of fun, Let's be honest, many FPS games are remembered by the enemy that you fight, the iconic design. So there is that Black Fleet that caused like the almost total destruction of humanity, like with many ships heading down to Earth. Now I want to like deconstruct this bit because it goes several layers. So we saw the black ship approaching first. Then in Shadowkeep, we get inside one of these ships. Now the ship is empty, and most of us were like, well, they wouldn't introduce them now because the ship is stranded. Maybe they are dead, maybe they are gone. It's been hundreds of years. Yeah, makes sense, right? And then Beyond Light came, and we saw the pyramid ship being stranded on Europa, and many guys pointed out that maybe we will enter it. Now I searched YouTube to find this video, and I don't find it. But for the life of me, I remember there was like a small challenge that was like, "Yo guys, I think the new raid will be inside the pyramid ship, and with the new the fifth race." And boy oh boy, yeah, that was not the case. In fact, we don't even enter the pyramid in Beyond Light at all. We enter it in Witch Queen, which in Witch Queen it was also empty now. But by this point, I was like, dude, where are the new races? Now, I was playing with my little brother who was like 20 years old, and I said to him, if Bungie really wanna to surprise us, they will put the new race inside the new raid in Witch Queen, which we already know was inside the pyramid ship. And I remember seeing the leaks of some out of bounds and seeing those small torches of the scone. I was like, no, please, don't be scone, please, give us something new. And nope, we got Wulk, which is a thing in a place. Don't like it? Try a different race at a different time. So we get into Lightfall, and we and well, from that we see the pyramid ships and stuff, and yeah, they're empty. All of them empty. Beside the witness and like the fetus of Lazarek or something else. No, I want you to ask yourself this: if you could come back, travel back in time to your younger self, like few years ago, like 2017, 2018, 2019, tell your younger self, see all of this ship? Yeah, empty. You think there is a alien fleet? No, they are basically drones of the witness. Who's the witness? Some mega mind type shit with no mouth or something. I don't know. We never saw the mouth of the witness for some reason. All of those ships are fucking empty. How disappointing is it? It's like, I don't know, getting a cake, and you cut it, cut a slice, and it's just hollow inside. It's all just icing on the cake. There's no cake, it's just icing. Thanks, Bungie. Really cool. Now, by Lightfall, well, the game, of course, couldn't get a break from falling apart in terms of content, and we got into the light, where once again we got inside pyramid ships, and they were empty. Like to strengthen the idea that they are empty, all of them. By Beyond Light, I was sick of seeing pyramid architecture. I got tired of it so much. And then, in the final shape, finally, Bungie were like, well, just like in Forsaken, we might actually be cooked. We gotta be cooking. Let's add a new enemy race. So I don't know why they are so allergic to this idea that, God forbid, just not, don't force us to make more enemies in the game, please, I beg you. So they, I mean, I know we got the Dread Tormentor in Lightfall, but like you can't really call it like a normal enemy, basically. But it did like give us the hope that we will see more. So they made the Dread. Finally, some new models in this god-forsaken game. Two of them are Viskins, we know, finally. And I mean, they're a bit lacking in diversity as well. Like, I mean, you got. Oh, I mean, forgive me. It's not two Viskins, it's four Viskins because you got a Subjugator and the other one that are basically mini Wolves, and you got the Weavers and Attendants that are Scions. So, yeah, the four Viskins. The only new units are basically just the Husks and what they're called, Grims. Yeah. Thanks, Bungie. And that was about the top tier bait. Oh, I have the other ones. So remember in Season of the Wish, where we were practicing to dive to Ares, and we got our little hive stuff and we were conjuring hive spells, and Ares was like, oh, look at you, my knife, yo. Like a hive wizard or something. And the entire community was like, oh my god, we're getting a hive subclass? Well, you doofus, no. You just got an emote of doing like toogly toogly with a fucking hive stuff. You can't even use it, it's nothing. But you know what, maybe don't buy it. What about the Taken subclass bait? Oh yes, now that was incredible bait, because the entire episode of Heresy, the last time I played, were like there was that build up, that take over the role of the Taken King, command Taken, got the path of absolution, the path of resolve, everything Taken powers. That was dope. Well, even you even forge the sword of Oryx, and he was talking to you, yeah, you're basically my successor, yeah. He was encouraging us, yeah, go for it, dude. You killed me, rightfully so. You proved me the sword logic, you're the Taken King. How lovely. Toland would be proud. And well, nothing now. But this time, like, I've seen so many comments in so many videos about people like hyping each other. Oh my god, here it comes, the Tekken subclass. And by this point, like relatively late, there was the trailer for Edge of Fate, and I had to like tell to every comment, fellas, do you think Bungie will add a new subclass and not show it in the trailer? Do you think they would add a subclass for free? Especially Taken subclass? Come on now. So that was Taken bait. And I have like another point to it, but that will come later when I talk about the community. Now, how and why everything results in those baits? Because Bungie are fucking lazy. Dude, they will tell you about magical places, about wondrous events, always so close and yet never in reach. about those dark timelines. We shoot the traveler. Oh no, things change. Ares become a hive god and slave is Savatun. Dude, I would like to see something like that. Give me some change. No way. We still in the same tower in the Toastland. Nothing can change. Nothing. And by that I mean every time something major about to happen, it won't happen. Not because just because we triumphed. It was because Bungie can't literally do it. Remember in the season of the Seraph, oh no, it's either shooting the traveler with the satellites or Rasputin commanding, doing a war, and Zivorov making an invasion on Earth. Dude, I would like to see that. And now people will like, no, why? Because Lightfall, what we want? Why would they do? You know, call Zivorov because she's the highful god of war. She will, yeah, that's the point. Remember when Keitel was like, bow, and Zavala was like, no. Yeah, just imagine, just imagine how dope would it be like a full-on, and I mean full-on hive invasion on Earth with war moons or whatever of a civil war, and we got the war mind on our back for the first time using his frames that we so rarely see of all sizes and shapes, and using this to actually fight off Zivorov. Now you might tell me, but random YouTuber, not YouTuber on this on the internet, you fool, you doofus. That's how she gets strength, brother. My brother in the light, we can do it. And frankly, it would be dope. It would be dope. But nope. You know what? At least they could change. You know what? Screw this. Maybe my idea sucks. Who knows? God forbid we'll see like a total war on Earth again after the Red War. Imagine if Lightfall just had new enemy models for the Shadow Legion. I mean, just to show you the extent of the laziness at Bungie. The entire difference between normal Cabal and Shadow Legion Cabal, beside the skin, is just that small shield thingy on their back sometimes. Yep, that's it. Wow, look, what a faction. Every Cabal unit with a skin and a small, like, darkness shield. Wow, Bungie. Applause, 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 and rewards. So what can I tell you? Fucking boredom, that's what it was. Literally, we're using the same models from 2017, not adding a single unit to the Cabal roster. Come on now. Also, they like added those strand shields to the Cabal, and they are like what in Lightfall for a bit, and from that reprise strike of the arms dealer. Okay, strange. Strand shield, never to be used again. Okay, what? I don't care. I installed the game like half a year ago. I think I installed. Really, we killed Oryx and was like, okay, I'm done. I mean, not Oryx, the Oracle. I was like, yeah, okay. Um. Also, another bait that went horribly wrong was basically Maya Sandaresh, because we talked about her in the law, we read about her in the law, she was referenced in the in-game audio, everyone knew she gonna do something at some point. If a version of me from the future were to come back to me and go like, dude, that's Lakshmi. And I was like, dude, the EXO that smoked like 20 cigars in a season of Splicer, and my future me was like, yep, that's Maya Sandaresh. And let me tell you, she's the most redundant, shallow villain we've ever seen. If you thought Eramis was annoying, Eramis is annoying? Oh brother, you don't know. That's another bait you got there. Because you see, or you think I was going to end with Mass and Davesh being fucking a bad villain, go get ready for Aramis here. The worst built-up character in the franchise, I swear to God. The most annoying brat Banshee conceived. Really, she comes to Earth from this, oh no, like a refugee, and then, oh no, humans stole the travel from us. Let's butcher them by the hundreds of thousands and blame us for all what happened because all they did was like nothing basically. And after we saved her dilapidated ass home in Greece and her measly group of people, she dares to criticize us even more, to hate us even more when she's leaving. And the Echo chose her, and now that's leading me to another bait that went very, very wrong. Yeah, Mitrax is now Kell of Kells. Does anybody really care? It was not only it was anticlimactic at every point possible. The Order Fallen don't give a fuck about it. You go to the Cosmodome, you go to the Trosan, you go to the moon, you go anywhere, the phone just shoot you. You can't tell them, hey, wait, what are you doing? Now, you know what? It would be fine if you, Bungie, were to give me like a small low tab or a small, you know, those radios with have messages on. Just tell us, yeah, Out of Dusk doesn't believe Mitax is to the Kill of Chaos because the Traveler didn't bow to him or whatever, or didn't choose to believe at the Traveler. That would be fine. That would really be fine. Mitax is Kill of Kel, everyone should respect his authority, no one gives a shit about him. In fact, I don't think he's done anything since his claim for power. Yeah. You know, people thought maybe he will be dying, and I mean, it was close to dying, but maybe the traveler would resurrect him. Yeah, a fallen with the power of light. That would change everything. But no, God forbid, Bungie do something that changes the game so slightly because doing work is hard, and at Bungie they are lazy. Now, that was mostly debates. There's many more, like, where's Mercury? Yeah, where's Mercury? Well, we got Titan back, we got Mars back. We don't do anything of them almost, but yeah, Mercury got like no justification for just being yoinked by the witness. Will we ever get it back? Don't think so. Also, Asher Mirror. Nice build up. I really liked his Avalon mission. I like how the law on Excalibur is directly continuing the last time we heard about him. And what now? What happened to the dude? You know, uh, the episode of Echoes was like sucking balls. But just imagine if instead of, you know, fighting Mass and Davesh by collecting data and stuff like that, we would having contact with Ashomir would have his own Vex collective and we have to fight one another. And even if we lose at the end and Maya, haha, I got the upper hand because I got the Echo of Command, yeah, that would be fine. You just tossed Ashomir out of the trash can, like, yeah, okay, we don't need him anymore. Dude, give him, like, I don't know, Vex collective with how much of work is dying. Sorry for bad English. For how much work he's doing inside the network, for fuck's sake. Fucking out loud. He really living there like a, I don't know, like a secret entity. Simulating the veil, or that, which is another kind of worms, but yeah, no, we don't hear about him anywhere again. Just imagine an activity where, I don't know, we need to assemble like or choose our own Vex units from the Asher Collective to fight against the Mayas and the Vesh Collective. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds like another activity. Also, I will do several suggestions like this. Bungie, if some of you fuckers hearing this and you take one of those ideas to the game, I will know and I will take all the credit for this. Don't need money. I mean, you don't feel shy to send me some, but I will know, and any viewer of this video will know that I pitched it first. Also, for the thing about being lazy with the enemy models, yeah, so I didn't play Edge of Fate, but I remember seeing the imp in the trailer. Was like, the fuck is that? And like some bug with X head, and it's like, okay, that's a swarm unit. What can I say? It just doesn't seem interesting. Those are the facts, so much potential. This is what you're doing. Here, if you're on the me doing suggestion to Bungie, here Bungie, write it down. So you remember in Doom there is like the main Kubus, like that fed demon with the dual guns. Yeah, imagine a thing like this of the Vex. How it will work? His entire body is like, I don't know, like a tank of radiolaria. So his entire body is a crit spot. That's unit is massive tanky. He's shooting radiolaria from his cannons, and yeah, that is his big fat tanky shooting radiolaria from his cannons. Entire body is a crit spot. You know what? Here, want a gimmick? When he dies, like only his small skeleton remaining, so you need to take it down also. Boom. Another Vex unit ready to be fucking cool on the battlefield. Not like some fucking lies. Fucking Vex lies, that's what they gave us. They're really disappointing. You know how bad it is? Because in Beyond Light trailers, when people saw the wife and were like, oh my god, Vex happy with legs, and there was like countless memes about it, but with a fucking imp, no, I heard no voice saying like, wow, that Vex unit sounds cool, I can't wait to fight it. No one in the history of everything did it and said, I want to fight, I'm excited to fight the Vex unit imp. Ha. So I'm okay, so there are more, you know, baits. I don't really have the power and energy to do it. It's like night right now. I talk about the fifth race, I talk the Black Fleet being empty, taking subclass, wizardry shit. Yeah, that's about it. Bungie are ultra deluxe lazy. Something I want to suggest, yeah, because Bungie are just so incompetent of devising new ideas. So I've been playing a bit of Warframe. Now, Order Horses is not like a Warframe glazing video, but I want to show something. The Railjack gameplay. God damn, that's insane. So, for those who don't know, in Warframe you got something like called the Railjack, which is like a small spaceship that you and 3 other players are using and shoot other ships, and you board other ships, not ships, small space stations, and you fix your ship, and it's really cooperative and it's really fun. Imagine if Bungie would do something like this. The space update. We got a game that is older than a decade, we got ships, and we are still having them as cosmetics. Now, granted, I know if they will do something like that, it won't be our cosmetic ships that play, but dude, just imagine. Now, you think Bungie are so lazy they can't do it, but you know, they actually can. You know why? Because if there are any part of Bungie that I actually give full credit and admire are those of the art team, and especially those who make the sandboxes. Dude, that game have glorious, beautiful sandboxes. You can gaze to the emptiness and see just beauty. And now Bungie are allergic to making maps. You know, remember how much time it took us to get 3 crucible maps? God forbid they had to do work, and it's like it's just like they have to do the work, and then they're like in vacation. They need to recover from this exhausting maneuver they just did. Oh my god, we just did 3 maps in a year. Oh boy, we need to wait. So the railjack solution is empty map, basically just a skybox. I think I said sandbox earlier. I meant skybox. It's just one big, beautiful skybox, big, empty map. Follow it with some what a ship we use. Give it some guns. Make some exotics that just enlarge them. You know, like how Sweet Business came from a minigun in Destiny 1. And Sleeper Simulate inside the walls that, yeah, just throw some bullshit at it. You can make it work. It will give you like 200 concurrent players, I promise. More, even more than that. The shit would be popping, your business would be booming. That would be cool. I would come back to the game if you drop something big as that. But God forbid you do work, because at Bungie we are lazy and we can't do cool shit. You want to have new mechanics? Fuck you. Protect your ghost, send and plate, or and deploy your ghost to do something else. Another thing, Gambit. Oh my god, Bungie, you can't. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Bungie. Gambit is on our focus. Gambit will have an update. Yeah, yeah. Haven't seen update in eons. So I have an idea. How about a reverse gambit? Instead of dropping inside the 2 maps, like usual, killing ads, getting modes, depositing, sending blockers, imagine something backwards. Each team need to kill their boss, and then you have like a station to deposit modes, but instead of sending blockers, you actually like saving units. So the gameplay loop is that after, I don't know, some time passes, after each player donated its mode and chose which units to summon, all players will be summoned to an arena, make it 9 themed or something like that. Just have everyone battle it out. Your 4 guardians with their minions of the Taken that they summoned using modes, and the enemy Taken units and their soldiers who, you know, the team also used modes to summon theirs, and you fight it in like a small arena. Give it some basic geography. Give each team can, I don't know, have one boss, and you will have like several bosses to choose from. Some taken units. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Instead of, I don't know, rushing to the envoys and donating and depositing modes and invading. Yeah, no, that different. We are basically like like we'll call it like an armor race, because uh, you got a limited time to kill ads, taking modes, choosing what composition of units you want, what boss you want, etc, etc, etc. Maybe have like a vote system where of plates. Players stand on plate, and whatever chosen is like the unit that you're taking to the wall. Like you took the boss, it will be either a knight, a servitor taken, or another taken shit, I don't know. Yeah, and it's like choosing which one you preferred. Good, boom, another Gambit game mode. Here you go. That could be fun. This could take so little effort to make and still garner so much potential. And I'm just pitching. I didn't really thought about it too, but you can, because you got employees, allegedly. Now, I want to say that this video was meant to be like before Ash and Iron, but god damn. You know, I really didn't had the courage to do this video, but you know what? I finally gathered it, and then they drop Ash and Iron and I was like, oh no, oh no, no, no. Look at that, boys. Siva is back on the... Okay. No Siva. No Plague Lens. just lands. Now, I want to show, like, use this metaphor because I came to this the video having like a pile of wood and I was about to make a campfire, but Bungie just keeping adding more wood to the campfire. Like I was every day some new shit's popping that is worth to talk about it. You know, I have like a Word document in front of me. I don't have a script. If you notice it by now, it's just several points. One of them is like my monetization hell. Yeah, it was basically like, yeah, with Activision it was greedy as fuck, but holy shit, Bungie, you really show like ultra greed. What is the definition of greed? I, I, I'm amazed. Really, I am. How you stoop so low? It's insane. Yeah. So Bungie kept adding things, and Ashen kept like dropped that. I was like, hey, Tekken Almo, how cool, it costs money, how cool, Tekken Shadow, how cool. I remember like seeing Bungie defenders, no, they can't do Tekken Shadow, you don't understand. No, no, when Bungie wants something, they can do it. We know they can. They show us sometimes that they can do it, and that Shadow is one of them. Now, remember when we got to the subclass armor, like elect of nothing, I think it was the Void Warlock and Sandberg, you know, the light themed, and then we got the Strand themed, and I think Astasis one. Yeah, a Tekken armor set would really fit a Tekken subclass, wouldn't it, Bungie? But alas, you're too lazy to make a subclass because God forbid you do work, because doing work is lazy and you rather use old assets. Dude, I wanted to talk about the portal, but yeah, there's nothing to talk about it because everything has been said. But I want to just put on the just a point. Remember when my little brother got a of Fate and saw me like how the director is like grayed out, and they're like, dude, somebody at the office was like, yeah, for this expansion we need to make it more depressing, and people approve this idea. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dudes? So that was some very funny. So back to the rise of to Asher and Iron. Yeah, that's the like pure nostalgia bait, and the worst of it still. You know what would be funny? No, I don't mean funny. I mean what would be awesome. Apologies for bad English. If instead of having Mias and Daresh scavenging like a small wolf, some old golden age tech, which kind of strange because she is from Neomuna, she know nanites. Like, why would you come to Earth for specifically inferior tech when you can go to Neomuna and, like, you know, have the 9 nights? They so likely glazed. But okay, what if instead of this it would have been about Sivoraf doing her small size of heresy and trying new armaments, and you know, coming to Earth to get Siva or something like that. Now imagine like a hive infused with Siva. I don't know, we got a Shrieker. A Shrieker Siva would have like a body of like a warm body of Siva strands. It would like rise from the ground instead of shooting like small machine gun fire, whatever the Shrieker does. It would like open from the top and shoot like, I don't know, Siva laser or something. I don't think it's like the best idea, but it's something that could be cool. Imagine Siva with Hive. Now you might say, but random dude on the internet, you are wrong. We killed Siva. Probably there is like a small line in Destiny 1, a hunter set of Siva that, yeah, it can just remain dormant. We didn't kill Siva, we destroyed the replicators. Siva itself is still dormant. The tech is, you can just turn it on. So it would be cool to see if Zivoraf would like, well, Oryx did heresy, Sevaton did heresy. Maybe I need to adapt as well. So she goes from the ascended plane to some troops to consume Siva. You know what? It would be cool to see Siva units with a worm inside. That would be cool. That would be heretic, but fucking dope as hell. Yeah, imagine a Hive Knight with the red boomer and Siva Groves and red. Yeah, that could be cool, but nah, God forbid that Bungie doing any work, right? But how really, like, Meas and Daresh once again? No, I've seen no one being excited about, oh my god, we're fighting Meas and Daresh again in the Plague Lands. How lovely! And the entire place look like even worse than Rise of Fire one, because, well, all the lava is now solidified and yada yada. Okay, you know that part. Um, I think I have more to say about it, but just not in my head right now. But if, okay, I mean, I thought that I had like a point about nostalgia baiting, which is a Chennai one. Oh, okay. I have another point to make before I wrap this up. Bungie, no. Destiny is like a buffet. You see, you come in, you got food that you eat. You pay money, you get the food that you want. Now, with how the model works, they try to make you addict to their food, while also giving small portions. Now, let's say for today you got, I don't know, for the last several years you got like a meatloaf that you really like, but now they rotated it, and instead of having it fresh, it's from a can. So, and now there is like a new food item which is very small, tasty but meh, but small, and you need to eat it up fast, because you need to grind some activities or something. You need to try other food that you already ate, because they are forcing you to do it. You know, that metaphor sounded really better in my head, but the point is that the model they're using is addicting you, making you addict to content that's really really small, and then they're giving you the old content back, but it's not hitting the same. It's out of place. And then when you get mad about it, they're like, oh no, we don't want to over deliver or something like that. But in the past they did deliver good. We know Forsaken was peak, we know Lightfall was good. I don't know how they fumble it, but you know, sync players, like at the start of an expansion, having to finish it all so fast just to be a bit ready for the raid. Like, dude, maybe delay the raid in a week. Give players the time to enjoy the activity, the expansion. That just so players speedrun. Like, guys, don't you play for fun? And then I saw the activity in Ash of Iron as you open chests and get points, but players don't look at what they get from the chests. You get glimmer and garbage. They get, like, that's not what opening chests should reward you, right? I mean, where's the actual loot? Players do it for the points, not for the loot itself. So this video is really long. I doubt anyone would see this, like, ever. I probably have like Binding of Isaac footage behind me, I think. If I don't know how to edit, but I will figure it out. If it is somehow being in the stream, boy, that would be dope. But I have to say, some YouTubers, they know who they are adding fire adding oil to the flame. You know, when I talked about the Tekken subclass, yeah, some YouTubers really hyped the players, and wrongfully so. Yeah, okay, so there's like this Destiny 2 YouTuber, Lucky 10p. I used to watch him, but dude, like, doing is milking Bungie in Destiny is so hard, it's insane. Yeah, it's a call out, shout out, whatever, calling him out on it, and like and I lost respect to the guy when Bungie did a teaser for the Fate and like uh, three elements to balance the dark, and he somehow try to, I don't know, gaslight the audience that we are getting a new subclass, darkness subclass. Dude, do you even read English? Three elements to balance the dark. It's not to the dude. What are you doing? And yeah, I lost respect for that. And also that sticky MC. My brother showed him. I don't use TikTok, but my brother is, and he saw me on TikTok, like getting like molding about why Siva can't return because we killed it. I was like, dude, you know there's Siva canisters on the moon. Oh yeah, you don't. I didn't talk about it. So that's actually funny. In Anchor Flight, I think, and another location just near it, there are two Siva containers with the Siva symbol drawn by default, and you see it's like code in shape. And now in Ancient Iron, they use the same symbol in the other canisters in the plagueless lands. And I was like, dude, that do you think he noticed? I don't think he knows that. There is Siva on the moon. There is Siva on the Exodus Black. It's dormant. If Bungie wanted, they would keep it up. Tell me in how in Destiny they can't do it. And before you jump your horses and saying, oh no, they can't because we can't do that. Skolas died, it came back. There's the Eramis died, it came back. We killed Sevatoons, she comes back. We kill Oryx, somehow he come back. I don't have any doubt we will kill Zivoras, Araf, she will come back. Do you think Helgoth don't come back? We will come back eventually again. Tanix? Yeah. What a joke. Tell me how in Destiny, a universe where having the light is immortality, characters of the darkness are rising like left and right, being resurrected with, like, for real? So and then you tell me Siva can't be brought back? My brother in the light, they can do it. And you know what? They will eventually. I know Bungie allergic to Siva, like, oh no, it's from a smaller studio. We don't like Siva, we even made the Nine Nights. Come on guys, you like the Nine Nights? It's like Quicksilver, okay? Haha, Quicksilver Storm. You know what's really disappointing? No one gives a fuck about it. Because you bought Lightfall, we bought Quicksilver Storm, and that's it. We don't have more arsenal of nanites, and I know we got to make micro rocket origin trade for the Neomuna weapons, but that's it. You know what would be cool? If Neomuna would do something to, you know, reward us for saving the Soria city, and just become a new foundry. Give us a Neomuni weapons with Quicksilver. Yeah, that's a good idea. Why not? Really, why not? I mean, you know, it would make sense that Ash and Iron would be on Muna if nanites are so good and Siva, but then again, it would have no bait, no nostalgia bait for the players. So Bungie, the infinite wisdom, 500 IQ moves, okay, nah. Put it in the plagueless lens and make her think Siva. They, dude, you know, I saw the trailer for Renegades. We see a Fallen with Siva on him, alive. That bartender, yeah, he got arms with Siva on it. True. Check it out. That's about it. I also had like, I wanted to talk about Kakis too, because he too is milking Destiny hard. I mean, oh, so many clickbait titles. Oh my god, look at this, that Quadruple, this Quadruple, that Quadruple, that all this. That's power, that this, dude.
this everything is going to become obsolete in a few months. There is no point. Like really, you know, I even wanted to add a segment about how Bungie can improve weapons. Like, um, Divinity have no catalyst and shit. But you know what? I'm too tired for this. I have an idea. Like, you know, remember when the players who the sweats, they're like top percent players, like, no, Divinity is too strong. And a bunch of like, oh my child, I will nerf it for you. And then they gutted it. And you know, imagine if like they didn't reduction it, but give it like a build up. So we need to, the bubble will like change color based on the how much damage increase it gives. Like it starts in blue and goes to red, and when it's ready, like full capacity. So it will actually uh, be beneficial for gameplay wise, because it, instead of, you know, rushing the boss with your heavy weapons, it will like use your secondary weapons, so to conserve ammo, to use it when the bubble becomes, you know, perfect, before, right before it bursts. It will be like glowing red for like 2-3 seconds, then you burst it with your heavies, because then the damage multiplier is the highest or something like that. That was an idea of mine, because it's saying that there is no catalyst for some of these weapons. Raid exotics. I have so much more to talk about, and I don't want to disappoint you, but I probably won't talk about it because I'm not a YouTuber. It's not my job. I just wanted to talk mostly about low baits and how you're being baited to invest in a game that would not reward those baits. We're talking about you about things of grandeur and whatever, and just don't give it to you almost ever. And that's about it, I think. Thank you for listening. Um, about YouTubers I called out, nothing personal, but I'm not even angry, just disappointed that that's what you do for money. I mean, like, milking a gaslighting is a desperate community. Sheesh. Well, a good morning, good night, good whatever. I've been installed months ago. I don't think Bungie can recover it. And basically, let's face this. Uh, Even if Mountains comes out and will be like, I don't know, 10 out of 10, no way I give Bungie money again with how they handle stuff. Nah, they think they will buy respect with Marathon? No, they lost the respect with how they handle it with Destiny. So, thanks for watching, I guess. My 1 out of 5 views for this video. And bye bye.